Hey, good morning. So I have a different camera look. It's kind of odd, but I'm hoping like you could see both things. Let's see how it works. I'm going to use the Runik tarot today, and I'm going to do the journey spread, what we're leaving behind this week. Because it's Friday. Thank gosh it's Friday. And I don't know, anything else? Appreciate you all a lot. Feel like things are good. Let me know what you think. As always, I really appreciate it. If you don't like this view, let me know. I'll probably do it for a few times just to see if I like it or not. It's odd. I'll tell you that. It is very odd. Okay, but I feel like you could see the table. I mean, you can also see my microphone, but it's okay. You can see more of the room too. It's a wide angle camera, and I happen to have it. I thought I would give it a shot. So, here we go. What do we need to know? Okay, 3 cards for what we're leaving behind. We have the Tower, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Interesting. We have, is that too bright on there? It's so hard for the lighting for me. Why are we leaving this? Page of Swords. What's guiding us? 3 of Wands. What is our challenge? 6 of Cups. What do we not see? The Chariot. And where does this lead? 8 of Wands. Okay. Sun's at the bottom of the deck here. I don't know. That's going to be hard to see close up on the cards. I'm going to have to change that light. Hold on, let me change that light a little bit. I'm going to pause it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. It's not any better, but kind of like... Oh, hang on, you guys. I'm sorry. This is driving me nuts. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm dark, but you can see the cards, so that's the most important thing, but that's okay. Here, oh, that's the Chariot. Sorry. Where's, oh, that's the Sun. Looks like the Chariot. So this is at the bottom of the deck. You know, there has been something in our readings that have been talking about joy for a long time, and on and off, you know, like finding it, holding on to it, rediscovering it. I feel like honestly, it's like, where is it? And why, you know, why is this journey happening, and why are we leaving behind? And I'll talk about that in a sec. You know, we're really trying to figure things out, and that's what I feel like the Page of Swords is, especially in this deck. But it also tells us that we're figuring it out on a grand scale, because she takes the biggest sword and says, I'm going to practice with the biggest one until I get it. I'm not going to work my way up the ladder. And I feel like that's kind of what this reading is about, right? So I need to do this, and I need to do it big. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. And it just more from, you know, human perspective. Should we be trying to do, should we be, you know, climbing the ladder and doing baby steps, or should we just go all out? And that's the why. So, and this is about finding that joy, whether it's at work, home, love, personal, it doesn't really matter. It's just finding joy overall. So we have the Tower, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like what is happening here is this change from the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Swords. the Tower says that there's been a shift, right? And I think that shift is in the energy. Now, this is not gender specific. It's just using two queens as an example of going from, I feel like it's going back and forth. I honestly feel like the Tower is, you're done changing, trying to change your personality to become happy or to move forward, whether it be love or work or anything. But there's this feeling of, I'm done with going from, okay, am I supposed to be loving? Am I supposed to be logical? What am I supposed to be? And why do I keep doing this? And why do I keep going back and forth? And I feel like that's the change. Like you're going, nope, no more. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be who I am, not not what I think people want me to be. And I feel like this page is saying, why? Because I'm really working on things. I think that's good. And again, it depends on to what degree are we working on. And I think overall it's fine. So what is guiding us is, I feel like it's this intuition. I feel like this Three of Wands is saying that your intuition is telling you that things are going to start coming together. Like things are going to start really becoming something, like this Three of Wands is about your ships coming in. And while they're not there, I feel like they will be. And I think that's what it's saying is, I know that things are going to come together. I know it. I still feel like things are majorly changing. There is a major change happening here, and that has to do with the Tower as well. But I don't know if we know what that Tower is exactly either. Right? I don't know if we can pinpoint it. You might be able to, and maybe you can. And if you can, that's great. But there is some kind of change. Now, the reason why I say this as well is our challenge is the Six of Cups. So we're looking at things the way they used to be, like in the past, and the challenge is to get past the past, to go, things are different now. So I need to get past this to move forward, and the only way I'm going to move forward is to move forward, because I pulled a what else do we need to know, and I got the Six of Swords. Now I will tell you, what you don't see is the Chariot. Where it's leading is the Eight of Wands, and we have the Six of Swords. These are all moving cards, like talking about moving. And I don't know if there's a move, but something's moving. Whether it's you physically moving, or whether it's your energy's moving, or whether it's moving forward. Something is definitely moving here. Because there's a lot of movement. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh. But I think this is hard. And you know what's really weird is I feel like this almost talks about moving too. Like you're almost, where am I moving to? Like it's kind of like the question, where do I go from here? So anyway, what you don't see is the Chariot. So it could be moving, but it also could be, there is something definitely coming in. I will say that. Like, because this energy is about something coming in. And it's funny too, because that sun reminds me of the Chariot. I mean, she is on a chariot. So when I said that, I thought it was a chariot for a second. Interesting. But anyway, the Six of Swords, I said, well, what else do we need to know? And this is, you're definitely moving where you're supposed to be going. You're definitely leaving crud behind, what you don't like. The Six of Swords is about going on to better waters, or safer, or happier, or a better place. Calmer waters, as they say. So, and I want to pull more on this Chariot. What is this Chariot on what we don't see? What is this Chariot about, please? 3 cards, please. Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. I think it's almost like releasing. there's some kind of weird energy with that Seven of Swords. I mean, this can definitely be about taking back what is yours. And the Three can be about celebration, the Three of Cups. And the Eight of Swords is being stuck. And I think that Chariot, I almost feel like there's a feeling to me that this is saying, oh, my stomach's growling, saying, so the Three of Cups can be about gossip, and the Seven of Swords can be about theft or someone not being honest. The Eight of Swords is about being stuck, but the Chariot's about movement. So I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like there's this false pretense. I'm going to tell you that I feel like this is someone's energy. And it's going away because it's what's kept you stuck. Whether, let's say it is a manager or a boss and they're going, no, she needs to be here or he needs to be here, and that's what he or she needs to be doing, but you don't want to, so someone's saying, well, I want her here, but they are going, no, I don't want you to be there. But there is some kind of release here, and that's what the Chariot is, releasing that stuck feeling. And I do feel like it comes from somebody, like, and that's just that's an intuition feeling. It may or may not be, but looking at that, I feel like there's some bad mojo happening, and I feel like that gets released with this Chariot, and it's what you don't see. And I feel like almost too that if there is someone that's keeping you stuck, let's say at work, they'll be leaving, or you're going to like just take over and go, no, that's not happening, and you handle your stuff. If it's not work, it's that same type of energy where someone kind of is holding you back. It could be a family member too, I do feel like that though, and I feel like that Chariot is the release of that. Because where it leads to is the Eight of Wands, which is definitely forward movement. It also can mean messages. And what I did is that, asked for what happens after that. And I got the Moon, which talks about, like things may not seem quite, so it's leading to some forward movement. And it may be leading to a message of some sort that you're going to receive. But you need to stop, look, and listen on that message, because you don't want to take it the wrong way, because the Moon is just a reminder that you could read it or see it as it's not. So I would just be careful in the coming week if you get some kind of message, don't overreact to it, because it might not be negative. You may feel like it's negative, but maybe it's just that they're using the wrong words, or it's because it's a text and not a conversation, that kind of thing. Or the email's just sharp and you're like, what the heck is that about? Because it's not. So I would be really careful and just really watch that. And then the Six of Swords, what do we need to know about this Eight of Wands in our destiny? It is a message. I think it's about some kind of commitment, or it is something that, like, I feel like we have that King of Swords again. So watch the words, because they could come out sharp and they could bother you. And I think that it might not be as you think it is, so I would just be really careful. But I do feel like there's going to be some kind of message. That message will lead to the next steps. So be clear on it. Um, there is something, I'm going to tell you, like, there is something really, this message may be very specific for someone, so I don't want people to automatically think it's for them, but there is someone you need to watch your back on. And I'm not sure who this is for. Um, yeah, there's someone that is gossiping, and it's not in a good way. Um, can you tell me who this message is for about this bad mojo? Well, I got Four of Swords. So I would say, like, if you are, when I ask who's this message for, if you are healing from something, I think you'll know who you are. But keep in mind, don't jump to conclusions. I mean, I really just want to be careful. Remember, this is a collective reading, and that message was very specific, and it came in really clear. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm like, no, someone needs to hear that. So don't assume, but just, maybe if something doesn't seem right, maybe it's not right. Or if, again, we've got the moon, so we can't say it's that way, right? The moon does shadows, but there is a forewarning, and I would just be really careful. There might be someone that you don't even, and I don't feel like this, we have gotten this Eight of Swords over and over and over again for the last, I don't know, weeks. And I feel like that's getting released. I've talked about this before. I thought it was getting released before, and it probably was on the way to getting released, but something's really going to come to a head here because we've got the Chariot. So I feel like that is saying that you may not ever find out what happened here, but you'll feel it. You just may not understand it. So, I mean, if you work for a smaller company, you probably know, or if you have a small family unit, you probably know. But I almost feel like this is somebody that someone you don't speak to often. Like, it's someone that jealous, that kind of feeling, like you're doing something that they don't like, or you're getting more attention, or there's something, and they're not behaving well. But I don't think they have been for a long time, and I think it's coming to a head. So there you have it. Let me know if that resonated with you or not, because I'd be curious. You don't have to tell me what the situation is, because I understand that comments are, public, but it's curious. And let's see how the next week goes. Remember, don't jump to any conclusions because we have the moon there. So take care and have a beautiful weekend. Thanks.